हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Radha Madhav Radhe Jaya Ram. Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Sudarshana Jaya Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमदेसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय। कलयुग पावन हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। ट्रांसडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज असेंबल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज असेंबल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज असेंबल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री श्री गुरु एंड गौरांग, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा। So we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 8, verse number 23. And that chapter is indicated as questions by King Pariksit. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो दयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So verse number 23. We'll read word by word. Yatha Atmatantra Bhagavan Vikridati Atmamayaya Visrijya Va Yatha Mayam Udasate Sakshivat Vibhu यथात्मतंत्र भगवान विक्रीडत्यात्म मायया विसृज्य यथा मायां उदासते साक्षिवद् विभु। यथात्मतंत्रो भगवान विक्रीडत्यात्म मायया विसृज्य वा यथा मायाम् उदासते साक्षिवद्विभु यथात्मतन्त्रो भगवान् विक्रीडत्यात्ममायया विसृज्य वा यथा मायाम् उदासते साक्षिवद्विभु. Please recite. यथात्मतन्त्रो भगवान् विक्रीडत्यात्ममायया विसृज्य वा यथा मायाम् यथात्मतन्त्रो भगवान् विक्रीडत्यात्ममायया विसृज्य यथा मायाम् उदासते साक्षिवद्विभु यथात्मतन्त्रो भगवान् विक्रीडत्यात्ममायया यथा मायाम् उदासते साक्षिवद्विभु यथात्मतन्त्रो भगवान् विक्रीडत्यात्ममायया उदासते साक्षिवद्विभु. माताएं, word to word meaning, translation and purport by Krishna Kripa Murti, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yatha, as Atmatantraha, independent, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Vikridati, enjoys his pastimes, Atma Mayaya, by his internal potency, Visrajya, giving up, Va, as also, Yatha, as he desires, Mayam, the external potency, Udasate, remains, Sakshivat, just as the witness, Vibhu, the Almighty. Translation. The independent personality of Godhead enjoys his pastime by his internal potency, and at the time of annihilation gives them up to the external potency, as he remains a witness to it all. Purport. Lord Sri Krishna, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the fountainhead of all other incarnation, is the only independent person. He enjoys his pastime by creation as he desires and gives them up to the external energy at the time of annihilation. By his internal potency only, he kills the demon Putana, even though enjoying his pastime in the lap of his mother Yashoda. And when he desires to leave the world, he creates the pastimes of killing his own family members, Yadukula, and remains unaffected by such annihilation. He is the witness of everything that is happening, and yet he has nothing to do with anything. He is independent in every respect. Maharaja Pariksit desires to know more perfectly, for a pure devotee ought to know well. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yoda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalila Shri Vishakhanvitanscha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्रीराधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome you all on behalf of ISKCON Antapur and request you all to kindly bless me so that I can speak on this topic of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, what I understood from Srila Prabhupada's purport and present acharyas. So this is the chapter question by King Pariksit. He is asking different question, trying to know more about Krishna. So the same here is desiring to know more about Krishna. And in the previous verse, as yesterday Prabhuji took, so it was explained about the Jiva. Now here the independency of Krishna is described in this verse. He is desiring to know. So in the verse number 23. So with the connection with the previous verse, we found it that in the previous verse, how Jiva is dependent, he is not independent, is being explained, and his condition and getting illusion. And as soon as he takes the devotional services, gradually he may become free. This has been explained in the purport of Srila Prabhupada. And this we can understand that suppose there are two childs of a single father, let's say Krishna's two childs, as we are also the child of Krishna. So one wants to act independently, as we had tried somewhere, sometime before creation. So that is why we are here. And one child abides the instruction, direction of Krishna. So certainly that the child who is abiding the direction or instruction of Krishna will be protected by Krishna, because Krishna knows where are the that holes in that ground. And the person who is independently walking without the direction of Krishna, definitely there are chances, more chances prone to get fall down. And that as we see. So those are the Nitya Siddha, or those have occupied the devotional services. So for chances for them also, there are chances that they may fall down, but still there is a protection from Krishna for them. So what happens when Jiva takes action independently? We'll come to Krishna's independence, but we'll understand first how Jiva acts independently. So the way we took independent action and we wanted to be separate and enjoy, so we are in the material world. Hopefully when we were not in the Krishna consciousness, we were also thinking that life is going like this only. Everybody has to get admission in the school, then find a job, get married, settle, struggle for the existence, and then one day die. But for me personally, before coming to the Krishna consciousness, I never knew that there is a way not to get married also. So I was surprised, okay, this is another way. So this is how this different path is. So when Jiva takes different action, we understand from the few pastimes of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also. So Akrura one time wanted to act independently. Anybody knows when? It is there in the Bhagavatam. Yes, please. Samantakmani, yes. So there were 2-3 people act independently without the desire of Krishna. So what happened? When Akrura act independently, he has to go like going for exile. He has to reside in Varanasi, amongst the Mayavadis. And there were few more people, then Satyadharma and Kritvarma, they had to flee, and few people had to die. So this is how. So this is one example we are taking. There are many more. So we are not supposed to act independently. One example is enough. Okay, saving ourselves. And one more example we'll take that we know very well that story, that pastime of Sudarshan, Garuda and Satyabhama. So Satyabhama, Sudarshan and Garuda. Garuda think that I am the vehicle of Lord Krishna. He takes always my help. How Krishna is dependent on me. And Sudarshan thinks that without me, Krishna cannot win any battle. So how precious, important I am. So Krishna teaches them the lesson with a single act by the Hanuman. So I'm not going into the detail. And there in that Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that in the verse number 7.7, Mayatitam idam sarvam matta paratam nanyat kinchit asti dhanjaya mai sarvam idam proktam sutre mani gnaiva. Everything, it's in Hindi. He Dhananjay, मुझसे श्रेष्ठ कोई सत्य नहीं है. जिस प्रकार मोती धागे में गुंथे रहते हैं उसी प्रकार सब कुछ मुझ पर ही आश्रित है. So everything depend on Krishna only. Nothing is independent. Whether it's Maya Devi, which is Srila Prabhupada is explaining, its handovers is how it hand over this Srishti Leela to Maya Devi. And so as soon as we start thinking that we are independent, our suffering starts. So we all have experienced this within this particular body. Just before the class, I was talking to a devotee and he said, Prabhuji, there is a lot of pain in this material world. I said, yes, it is for everyone. And this is because sometimes we had desire to be separated and enjoy, separately enjoy from Krishna. Although when we were with the Krishna, that time also we were enjoying. That will also understand. And there is one person exists in this material world who can enjoy. And who is that? Krishna. How do we know? Any verse? Bhoktaram yaggatapsam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhedam sarvabhutanam gyatvam shantim richati. So only enjoyer exists is Krishna. But those are the devotees of Krishna, or those are following the instruction of Krishna, they can also enjoy. Because the Swami or the Lord or the owner never enjoys alone. The servants always get the same facility. The driver who's driving a car of his owner, he also feels the cooling effect of air conditioner while he's driving the car. Although he's doing service and the owner is sitting behind doing his work or maybe enjoying watching anything, but at the same time that the coolness of that air condition felt by driver also. This is one example. And as Srila Prabhupada is explaining that Krishna is independent personality of Godhead. He is free from any foundation. So now today we understand that what is Leela actually. There are people say that sometimes in jokingly we say that Prabhuji apni Leela kar rahe hain. So how that Leela happens. So Krishna is independent, that we have many examples that from his activities which he generally perform, which is generally not possible to digest at how it could happen, that a 3 days old child killing the Putana, and Krishna is swallowing this poison, still he is alive, he is not dying, and killing his own kinsman in Prabhas Kshetra, that we are going to discuss more, killing Putana and expanding himself in the form of cloth while Draupadi was desiring to his presence, and running from a battleground. He already killed many times many Akshoni Senas of Jarasandha. Then he is fleeing like that a coward man. So that's why there are more people, those are the devotees of Lord Ram than Lord Krishna, because they don't have to defend. But those are the devotees of Krishna, they have to defend, or say, not can say that defend, they have to explain what is the reason why Krishna is acting like this, because he is Leela Purushottam. There are many examples that Lord Ram is requesting Lord Ocean to appear. although he don't need to request in front of any mere jiva. And crying for his wife when Sita been taken away by Ravan. And he's been bound by the mortar. Jai Shri Bhagavan Radha Madhav ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Manan ki Jai. And although he is a free and independent from anything, but he is feeling fearful in front of us, his mother. So these are the things which are really impossible to digest. And he is living with his consort Lakshmi Devi, and still he is eating the chapatis with salt in Vrindavan from Maharaja Goswami. And he likes to eat, although there are many offerings being offered during the 8 times in Jagannath Puri, but still he likes to eat the normal khichdi of Karmabai. Hopefully you have enjoyed if you have ever visited there in Jagannath Puri. So these are the things. So how he acts like, because he is not bound by anything. He is independent. He may act anyway. And okay, Leela. Leela is the thing that when someone is not bound and he is acting independently, which is generally not possible. So he is doing so many things. So those are bound like jiva. Any activity, it could not be called as Leela. But in terms of some devotees of Lord Krishna, we call it Leela. Those are the eternal devotees or Siddha devotees, we generally call it Leela also. And they perform, they sometimes show mystics of mystic powers also. It's been, we had in 1 or 2 days before the class, in the class only. And this Jiva's Shakti also explained that we understand when once in Dwaraka, Lord Krishna and Arjuna both were there, and one Brahmana came to them and literally abusing to Lord Krishna. Definitely you are not following the rules and regulation of Dharma. That's why my child been taken away. So he was chastising Lord Krishna that time, and Ugrasena also. So Arjun was there. Arjun felt very bad there. He is challenging our Kshatriya Dharma, how it could possible. Then he said, okay, I'll come, you try one more time for your child and I'll come and protect your child. So then Brahmana says that Krishna is there, he was not able to protect. How could you? He said, okay, that Krishna was there, it's okay, but I'll definitely protect. So eventually Brahmana tried and his wife got pregnant. So the Arjuna made a house which is filled with that arrows, covered the whole house with arrows, so nothing can enter there. So eventually the child, it's a crying voice came, and after that child disappeared. Not even dying, getting disappeared. So then Arjuna took vow that if I was not able to save your child, I'll burn myself. So that is how. So he was ready to take and climbing on this Chitagni. So then Krishna stopped him. Although that Arjuna before this, he was searching that child from Bhu, Bhuvar and Swa, all 7 planets down and 7 planets above. He didn't find anything. Then beyond this, Arjuna cannot go. So then Krishna says, okay, wait, and come with me. Then Krishna was pierced this universe and getting out of the universe. Then he reached to the Mahavishnu, and then Vishnu was ready to offer all the childs. He was standing like having a kalasha in hand. So when somebody is surrendering, then Kshatriya won't attack. So then Krishna, for the inquisitiveness of Arjuna, asked that why you stole this child. He said, because I cannot enter in the Dwaraka and I wanted to have your darshan. So there we understand easily. Sometimes people have doubt, who is bigger, who is authority, Brahma, Vishnu or Mahesh. Okay, they have certain roles, but they all reports to whom? Krishna, the avatari Krishna. Then they brought all the children, hand over to the that Brahman. And there are people have doubt that because of that curse of a Gandhari, that whole dynasty of Lord Krishna been destructed, because Gandhari given the curse. But nothing is like this. Krishna is always independent, and nothing can happen to him or his family or devotees or dependents, anything without his desire. Actually, if we go in detail, we found it that visit to the Prabhas Kshetra, which is in Gujarat somewhere. So there only the demigods, those have taken birth as the friends or family members of Lord Krishna, they went to Prabhas, not the Nitya Parikar of Lord Krishna or Nitya Parsad of Lord Krishna. They were there only. Arjuna went to from Hastinapur to meet them later on. So Krishna wanted to go away, wanted to close his pastime. That's why that Jara somehow that these boys of Lord Krishna, they were playing with some Brahman, and they hide some cloth inside their garments, and they were asking to the Brahman, what is inside this? Will he be having a female child or a male child? So we can understand from this pastime that we should never play with Brahman. So then Brahma said that there would be a iron rod or a musal which is going to kill your whole dynasty. This is all planned by Krishna. Nothing can act independently. That we already decided. Prokte sutre mani gadaiva. Nothing is independent. He is acting as a thread behind the these pearls. So then eventually, so they found this iron rod, they're trying to destroy it, but a small morsel of this still remain. Then they throw it in the ocean, then a fish swallowed, then that hunter Jara catch this fish, and then that small that made from the small portion of that iron, he made a arrow, and that same arrow became the reason of piercing the leg of Lord Krishna. And that whatever the iron rod they rubbed from that one grass grown, by that only they killed each other. So these were only demigods. Those were disappearing from the Prabhas Kshetra. Why Krishna did so? Because they would not able to tolerate this thing that Krishna has disappeared from this material world, from this Bhama Vrindavan. So they were not able to digest. So that is why that they would not face any difficulty. Krishna planned so they can go before me. So all children of Krishna or family members went before him. And Krishna is like a Sakshivat, as mentioned by Srila Prabhupada. So they were watching as, he was watching just simply sitting there, that everything is destructing. And it is not a thing that that situation was out of control, Krishna was not able to control. It was happening as planned. Then Krishna disappears, then Balaramji goes to down lokas. Okay. And there are three different potencies of Krishna which help Krishna in different way. So earlier Krishna, this killing Putana, killing different demons, enjoying with the friends, Mother Yashoda, Ananda Baba, Devaki Vasudev, these are being planned by Yoga Maya Devi or internal potency. So internal potency sometimes seems like they're acting independently because they are the planner, they are the manager. Sometimes this responsibility is given to the manager, okay, plan this festival as you want to. But some independence is given to them, but they are under the direction of a president, if we talk it materially in terms of temple, or a manager. Same way that Leela, that internal potency also acts. They are planning the Leela in a different way. That's why we get to know for Ramayana there are different versions, and Ravan being killed in different ways. Sometimes Lord Ram is killing him with a arrow in navel, sometimes on the head, sometimes he's just slapping and Ravan being killed. So these are different ways. This is how this internal potency is planning. Krishna is acting like this only. And that is why sometimes there is a competition between different potencies. So that the normal potency, or can say the internal potency, doesn't want that time when Mother Yashoda wanted to bind Lord Krishna through with mortar. So they were not allowing. That's why that rope she was taking, it was always 2 fingers short. But that Karuna Shakti wanted to bind Krishna for the pleasure of Lord Krishna only. Then later on that Karuna Shakti wins as Krishna was desiring. So that's why that potency came down and Karuna Shakti take over, and Krishna was ready to, got ready to bind himself. So this is how. And we are one of the Tatastha Shakti or Tatastha Shakti of Krishna. Then there is Maya Devi, or external potency. So Krishna handovers this destruction part to the Maya Devi only, or can say that sometimes the management of the material world also given to Maya Devi. But the Leela pastime where Krishna enjoys in a different way, this is to internal potency only. And this external potency is never independent. Sometimes that internal potency could be seems independent, but although this is in the direction of Lord Krishna only, but external potency is never independent. But Krishna seems that a mere watcher or a Sakshivad only, he is watching and she is acting independently. Some people say that Krishna has made this earth, and after that everything is happening itself. Trees are growing, humans are taking birth, different species are taking birth. So this is their own, nothing is Krishna's interference in this. No. But Krishna is the ultimate controller behind everything. And why this Srishti Leela is happening? Why Krishna sometimes destruct the whole universe, then again create it? So this could be a question. So this Krishna does this for our benefit only. That we can understand. There is a one verse in Bhagavad Gita that says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prachati. He doesn't need of anything. He is residing in Vrindavan. There are all Kalpavriksha. They can provide anything to him. Not so? But still, he is ready to accept Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So that he can, so that Jiva can make a relationship, revive that broken chain, so that they can again come in contact with Krishna and they can be again happy. As Krishna is happy, Krishna wants that all Jivas should become happy and they come in my connection. That's why he does different kind of thing, different kinds of arrangements, so that Jiva can come in contact of Krishna. And that is why we read from Bhagavad Gita, it says in 7.16, I think so. Just a second. There we explain 4 kind of people are Udara. Yeah, Chaturbuja bhajante maam jana sukrtino arjuna arto artharthi jigyasu jnanicha bhartarshaba. Then in 18 he says Udara sarva eveta. Well, they are coming to ask something. How can be Arto, who's in distress, or Artharthi, who's coming to ask something to the Krishna, can be Udar, can be magnanimous? Krishna is saying like this because he said that he thinks like that, if I'll give them something, I'll remove their distress, or if they come for a wealth or a money, then they'll glorify me. I got it from Krishna. So there are many devotees, or those are desiring wealth, or they come because of distress to Krishna, and Krishna removes them, then they glorify Krishna, and Krishna loves it. There are many, we can see in material world also, there could be many doctors, many teachers, they are teaching free of cost, they are treating patient free of cost, but what they are getting in reverse? They are getting the praises, they are getting the glorification. So same way Krishna also desires. Although because Krishna desired, that's why these qualities are coming down to the jivas also. So if someone is giving anything to the Krishna, it is for his benefits only. It comes in a multiple different way for the benefit of jiva. So Krishna is not doing this creation purposelessly. He is doing this creation to giving us a chance so that we can revive that broken relationship, again come in contact with the Krishna and do some bhakti, just as we were discussing in the previous verse, so that that broken chain, that relationship could be revived, that sleeping love for the Krishna can again awaken. For that only Krishna is doing this Srishti Leela, and that later part is giving, handover he is giving to the Maya Devi. And for that only, if someone comes in contact of bhakti or the devotees, so sometimes it feels that forcefully they have to do bhakti. Let's say, just take example from ashram. We are sleeping in the Mangal Arti. We don't want to wake up. Then devotee would come and Prabhuji, wake up. It's a Mangal Arti time. Come. And I want to sleep. No, Prabhu, you come. Then one person will go away. Then another, Prabhuji, you are sleeping, still sleeping. Don't you want to go to the Mangal Arti? So that's why we don't want to come. But the Krishna's devotee and Guru, they pull again Jiva back to in front of the Krishna, so that that dormant relation can be revived again and again. So we had felt like this. Sometimes we don't want to read, but because there is an instruction or there's a force behind the ashram's rules and regulation, I'm talking about the ashram only, we have to go for a reading, group reading. This happened. During my training, there was a session of reading, and I really used to feel sleepy. What to do? All the book is there, no word is visible to be, all blur. But then we started reading this Prabhupada Leelamrit. But there was story and we can connect with Srila Prabhupada, that love, the struggle. So somehow that reading time I was able to read. If it was my will, I would not have read that. But by reading that, Krishna given this love, or that with the blessings of, then in the next, after the completion of training, within few months I was able to complete Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The blessing is flowing, even if we are unwillfully following some rules and regulation of the devotional services. So this is how. If sometimes people tries to go away from bhakti, Krishna makes different plan to pull again and again. If we have not healthy relationship with a particular authority, then other devotee will catch you up. Prabhuji, don't go. You will struggle there. Okay, you want to go for some time, be in contact. And that person later on realizes, okay, I have to come back in bhakti only. That one time I heard in the lecture of, it was in the Independence Day, then that Amoghliya Prabhu was explaining, it is a underworld. Only entry is there, no exit. Exit is after death. One who is in the underworld, they cannot go out. So this is the same way. Bhakti is like an underworld. We can take entry only. We can, with own desire. And we can't take exit with own desire. This is either by the will of Krishna, if Krishna desires only, and Krishna never desires any jiva go away from him. So I want to end here only. If there is any question, correction, so I'll welcome it. Yes, Prabhuji. It's a difficult topic.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, you told that Mahavishnu told Arjuna and Krishna that I cannot enter Dwarka. That's why I took the Brahmana's voice. So, what was the reason? Why he cannot enter in Dwarka?
I didn't find the reason, but I read in Krishna book also, and somewhere in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, demigods were not allowed. Those were not taking direct part in the pastime of the Krishna Leela. They were not allowed to enter in the Dwarka. Any demigod.
But Brahmaji entered, and Mahavishnu is not demigod. He's
stealing that child, but not entering the Dwarka. That much I understood from different lectures. They were not able to enter. Those were there, they were taking participation in that Leela, they were there only with at Yaduvanshi. But any outsider was not able to enter in Dwarka. So,
thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you elaborate the pastime of Akrura, how he act independently?
You read in Krishna book also, that Shamantak money been stolen by that Satrajit, I believe. Satrajit was hiding it and showing it to the Krishna that I got it. Although this money belongs to Krishna only. Then somehow his brother been killed, and he himself got killed. He was fleeing away. Then they made a treaty that Akrura influenced someone. I think the name was Satyadharma. No. Satyadhanva. Satyadhanva. So they agitated him. He and one more devotee, Kritvarma, they agitated that Satyadhanva go take this money from him. And when that Satyabhama told that my father been killed, so then Krishna went behind this Satyadhanva. He's trying to hide away. Then he's thrown away to somewhere. They're big pastime. Then this has been taken by Jamvan. Then from Jamvan he was fighting, because Krishna performed many pastime in a single pastime only. Because in the previous Yuga, in Treta Yuga, Jamvan desires to fight. He said, I am having itching, I want to fight with someone, I want to have a battle. Then Lord Ram says, not now, next time. So he fulfilled his desire also. They were fighting for 28 days. Then Jamvan realized, okay, this is my Lord only. Then as a forgetfulness, or can say, for apology, he offered his daughter to Lord Krishna at Jamvati. So then this is how that long pastime. Then then because of this they again trying to search this money, they were not finding it. So that somehow Krishna got a news that there is one person who is doing charity daily basis. He is worshipping is nicely. So that Balaram was there in Magad somewhere, and he didn't return. But Lord Krishna sent some people that, okay, go there and ask Akrura to come in front of me. Then Akrura comes. Then Krishna says, I know that you are following the dharma, you are worshipping it nicely. That is why that your that fame is increasing. You can keep it with yourself. Just show it once, so that people of the Yaduvans could understand that I was not the that thief behind it who was stealing it. So it was with you. You are keeping it, and you were not. Neither you had stolen it. This has been thrown by someone. You took it, and you are worshipping it nicely. Then the Akrura shown it too. But because he acted independently, he wanted to act independently without asking Krishna that I am going to do this thing because this Satrajit act like this, so I am planning. We made a treaty. We influenced this person, because of this 3 deaths happened. So that is why he got a punishment. He has to reside separately in Varanasi. So even the devotees have to suffer like this. So we should not try to act independently. We should act under the direction of Guru or the present authorities. And if you have any doubt on their instruction, we can confirm with a different devotee, different authority also, but always act in the authority. Sometimes we think like that, okay, by this act I'll be happy, or this will be more beneficial. Always recheck. Always recheck. That I understood from my past experience within this devotional service. Sometimes we have a one thought process, but when we go and discuss, we found more history behind it. So that is why. That sometimes create havoc for us. So this is how. I don't know that I was able to understand, make you understood for this. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna.
We have time.
Prabhuji, you told that the Bhokta is Krishna is the enjoyer, but when we serve Krishna, we also enjoys. You give example of AC car. The person sitting in the AC car, the driver also enjoy the car. And that is the Mukti Sarupya, same opulence as the Lord.
How you are relating it?
Because the person is enjoying, when the person transferred to the Vaikuntha, he also enjoy the same opulence as the Lord. Whatever is Sachidan body, everything, he get the same thing there also.
All 5 mukti gives enjoyment, or can that satisfaction? All 5, whether it's Sarupya, Salokya, Samipya, anything.
But we here in Bhagavatam, there is a verse that the pure devotee rejects all the mukti, Salokya, Sarishti, Samipya. Bhagwan ki seva ke liye, they reject everything. So how this is, we are not after enjoyment of the AC, Devotee is satisfied just by seeing Krishna enjoying the AC. So how this both are related?
It's a very nice question, Prabhu. But it is because these people, those are looking for a salokya, samipya, sarupya. So this is our situation because we are not able to enjoy, or somehow, this is my speculation only. They are not feeling that trance, or they want to increase it. But those are the pure devotees. They are enjoying here in the material world. That's why they don't desire to be get free from this material world. They are ready to go in hell, preach the glories about the Krishna, because this is their enjoyment. All the time hearing the kathas of Lord Krishna and reciting the same. That's why the Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, Lord Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is also hearing and reciting that pastime for Lord Krishna. This is actual glorification. What you will do in Vrindavan Dham? Go and sit like a tree. Better we can understand from gopis also. When Krishna was away in Mathura, they were all the time in the mood, they were remembering the pastimes of Lord Krishna. This is actually enjoyment. Otherwise, how could a person want to live here? In material world, if there is no enjoyment, certain there is small taste of enjoyment is here. We can't deny it. Because of that small taste of enjoyment, that's why we are suffering. We are hankering for that, increasing it. It will never going to increase. Only spiritually that enjoyment or that happiness can increase. We work very hard, we serve very hard during the festivals. We are tired up. Next day we don't want to come for seva, but the very next day, again we want to repeat the same activities, chanting, hearing, dancing in the Guru Puja. It is giving us enjoyment, or not? It is giving. That is why we are able to repeat it. Otherwise, we will go away somewhere. Even if those people are going away from or getting out of the ashram, they again come back after a few days. I could see that when I was in Delhi. So, specifically in terms of congregation. So, whenever I see during the Mangal Arati any congregation, I can understand that I have a lot of respect for them, that they are doing hard work during whole day, managing their family, growing their children. Then also they are coming in the Mangal Arati. Why they are coming? Because some hankering is there for that happiness, which they are not getting that materially. That's why they are coming in the Mangal Arati. They are extending themselves. Because there is happiness, but we are taking it lightly because we are doing it daily basis. We are taking it monotonous. But try to take away from this lifestyle. We'll feel very bad. But because we are in this environment, we are not able to. We are taking it lightly. But it's very, very higher thing that to do bhakti in devotional, performing devotional service in this Kali Yuga. It is not possible. Alone we are not able to. Those are going for a home. The brahmacharis, those are going for a home for a vacation or 15 days or so. कुछ दिन तो अच्छा लगेगा, मम्मी अच्छा बना के दे रही है. Then later on they want to come back. Is it not? It is. We want to come back. But there could be some ignorance also. That's why generally authorities send one devotee and one companion. So that companion can pull back on behalf of Krishna. Come back, Prabhuji, chalo. So this is how it happened. One time what happened, I was in Ganganagar there. So one fellow brahmachari was there and his father fought very badly with me that you can't take my child again. I said, whatever you want to do, you do. But my authorities asked me to bring him back. So I was sitting in their home, eating their food. I said, my authority said like this. So they were become furious. That devotee said, you go outside and wait, I'll come. So his brother ensured that I'll sit in the train. So he dropped me in the train. I came back to Delhi. Then I started calling, Prabhuji, the people are asking me to leave the temple. That my authorities asked me to leave the temple because I left you there in your home. So after a week, the devotee returned. Actually, he ran away again. Then came back again. I said, Prabhu, you came because I was forcing you. That Prabhuji, I wanted to come that time only. But what to do? Family obligations. Any sane man can understand that getting away from Krishna is difficulties only. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Any correction, Prabhuji? Or want to add anyone? ग्रंथनाथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे।